Hey guys, and welcome back to the vlog. In this video, I want to go over the importance of proposals and how to send them properly to our prospect. Proposals, the old way used to be that at the end of a consultation, the prospect would give you permission to send over this fancy long PowerPoint presentation deck with a whole bunch of prices and information in there, and it would just take hours to create and to send. So the new way is actually a lot faster, a lot quicker, and more effective. So we just do it really quickly on the computer and send it over. And we're gonna head over onto my computer and show you exactly how I do this. So stay tuned. First, we're going to define what a proposal is. So like I mentioned, proposals, the old way was at the end of the consult, you're sending over a fancy PowerPoint deck with a bunch of copy and your prices and the scope of work and all that stuff. And that usually just doesn't tend to convert well, even though you put a lot of work into it. The people that need that sort of thing weren't willing to buy from you anyways. If they were willing to buy from you, the new way is to sell them on the call, or at least get them to make a verbal agreement that they're going to pay you eventually, and you just need to send over some more details. The people that aren't interested in that are most likely not interested in buying from you at all. And we'll go over how to sell people on the actual call in a future video. The reason we need to define a proposal is because I personally and many others use the word very differently. So there's freelance proposals where you're sending over someone what they call a proposal, which is really just a first message in a chain of communication with them, and they use the word proposal there. Then there's cold proposals where you prepare a whole proposal for a company you've never even met before and you send it over and you do it that way. And then there's people that want to see a scope of work to see what kind of work you're going to do for them, what the timelines are and all that. And then there's price proposals and everything like that. So the way I define a proposal is simply reiterating what you went over on the call with the person, but you're also productizing your services, in bullet point listings and things like that. And you're obviously going to include your prices, maybe a timeline and more details. So let's go over now when to send a proposal. So the best time to send a proposal is right after the call. Why would you even need to send one? The only reason you need to send one is if you, at the end of the call, the person's ready to go, they're interested, but they just can't make a decision right then and there. And the most common reason for that is that they're not the decision maker. So they've heard everything you have to say. They just really have to go and ask their partner, ask their wife, get more permission, go over the budgets again. But they're definitely on board. It's just there's a couple of things. Or they're very visual people and they need to see the numbers written down. They can't think of your different packages and prices and all that stuff. So you definitely need to have given them your prices beforehand on the call. And you're also going to need to have recorded your call or remember what you spoke about in order to know what to send over as a summary. So even if they're expecting a fancy proposal, we don't do that. So what exactly is the new proposal? I send just a plain text email in line. So I don't send an attachment, I don't do anything like that. I just literally write the whole proposal out in the email, and that's what's not really so novel, but that's what I've switched to for the past year, and it's been way more effective than creating a whole proposal. And you know what? No one, not one prospect has ever complained. So what are we including in it? We're including the scope of work, bullet point listings of the different portions of SEO or PPC, explaining what the process is, how to get started, and justifying the prices by productizing each part of the service. You can display the value again of why they need it using copywriting. Of course, you're also adding your prices, reiterating them, and you can go over a timeline of estimates and things like that of when they can expect results, when they can expect you to have the first stage completed and things like that. I also keep it very simple, so I don't make it 3 pages long. I keep it very simple, no fancy bolding, just plain text. Another thing you can do is also to track the open rate. So if you're using certain software within Gmail, you can just click one button and then it'll start tracking that email so that you're able to see from then on to the rest of your life where the person opened it, what device they opened it on, when they opened it, how many times they opened it, who they sent it to, and then you can see in real time with notifications that they've opened it 3 times in the last hour. They're definitely interested. I'm going to go give them a call. So you definitely want to give them a call once they've opened that. But another thing you can do is actually place that first email in a sequence of emails automatically that once you send that first proposal, if they never respond and say, okay, I'm on board, send me an invoice or anything like that, of course you need to follow up. And there's software that will follow up automatically if they never send that first response. So it'll send them a series of emails in sequence based on the settings you choose that'll just keep following up with them, reminding them, giving them case studies, giving them more to think about. And I'm actually going to share with you all this stuff below this video. So if you go below the video and you share this video, you're going to get the template I actually send over with the scope of work specifically for SEO. I can send you one for web design as well. And you're going to have to look at the previous videos I've made on pricing to have your prices ready. One other thing you'll find beside the templates is a software I use to track opens, as well as a software that I currently use in order to send out those sequence of emails. So I hope this video was useful to you, and with the templates, you'll be on your way to sending very, very simple proposals that are just way more effective.